Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the Mesa City Council study session for February the 11th. We are without Councilmember Duff, who is out of town and excused from this meeting. The first item on our agenda for today is to review the agenda items for tonight's regular council meeting. So, Council, if you could please refer to that agenda, that would be good. I know we went over this on Thursday, but see if anything has changed. First several items are liquor license and bingo applications. Any additional questions on the purchase contracts on agenda item number 4? 5 is various zoning resolutions, and 6 is a subdivision plat. So it's a pretty light calendar today, and currently everything is everything is on the consent agenda. Any questions or concerns about that? If things get slow, we can take something off and talk about. Nobody has anything to do tonight, right? There you go. If there's nothing else, the next agenda item is just to acknowledge receipt of board minutes. Is there a motion to that effect? Thank you, Mr. Luna and Mr. Thompson. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. I mean Mr. Freeman and Mr. Thompson. All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. I'm getting used to my my rights and my lefts here. Yeah.
Ambidextrous.
Well, my brain will catch up at some point. Item number 3 is to hear reports on meetings and conferences attended. Yes, Mr. Luna.
I want to thank Isaiah, where are you, Isaiah, for a wonderful Your Health event. It was a very busy Saturday, but we had a good turnout, regardless of all the activities happening in the city of Mesa. So again, we had it at the Multi-Generation Center, a Heart Your Health event, and appreciate all of Isaiah's work as well as staff from Parks and Recreation. So thank you so much.
You bet. Mr. Freeman.
Yeah, Mayor, we had obviously the Mesa Phoenix Marathon through a lot of our council districts, and there were some complaints there, but overall, I mean, I monitored our area and drove it in my district, and everything was done very timely. The barricades were picked up very fast. Having the two separate barricade companies really helped. And I think the police officers and all different agencies were very courteous to homeowners trying to cross some of the busier intersections and allowed residents to do that. But regardless, it was a very good outcome. I don't know how many participants they are, but I know some on staff participated. I think Mr. Brady ran at least a half the marathon.
Brown Road is a very well-maintained road, I can tell you. It is.
You got an up-close and personal visit with Brown Road. Okay.
Personal inspection.
That's good.
But there were a lot of people there rooting for their team members, and was very well participated with. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Yeah, we, yourself and Councilmember Freeman and I were at the Abasella grand opening was that Friday night. It was a little bit chilly inside there, but it was pretty cool. Mr. Brady was there as well with his wife, and pretty neat concept, and it kind of reminded me of those things that you put together for your kids, the tunnels you put together for your kids to run through, but it was for adults, and so it was like really neat, kind of walking through there and so forth. But Mesa Art Center staff did a great job of putting that together.
And that exhibit runs through next Sunday, I believe, at Pioneer Park. It is very cool. Yes?
Did you want to do the Mesa Historical Museum?
Yes.
Why don't you capture that?
Thank you.
You could do something.
Well, Friday and Saturday we're very busy, and let me say amen to what was been said about the marathon and about the art exhibit. There was also a new art exhibit that opened at the Mesa Contemporary Arts Museum, by the way, so that you need to check that out. And then, as Mr. Freeman indicated, down in Lehigh, it was a lot of fun to see the Mesa Historic Museum open its doors again. There's a great exhibit in there about the tools that the early settlers used. That really is, it was, anyway, I think it was very well received. I know a lot of members of the Lehigh community were there for the opening, and it's fun to see that building active again and accessible to the public. And the exhibit was really, I was quite impressed with the quality of the exhibit. So I would encourage the community, if you're curious about Mesa's roots, that's a great place to go, and we look forward to, there's still plenty of work yet to be done at that place, at the historic Lehigh School, But I was very encouraged by the Mesa Historical Museum organization. They had a lot of board members and volunteers, and it was, they did a great job on Friday night opening that exhibit. Oh, yes, thank you. Probably, I guess the night before, we opened a new exhibit at the Idea Museum as well. My wife would be not pleased with me if I didn't mention that. And the Idea Museum is quite a jewel. As you know, the exhibits there change about once or twice a year. And so there is a brand new exhibit. If you have particularly young children, it's a very hands-on opportunity for them to be engaged in arts and crafts and very interactive exhibits at the Idea Museum. So that's a great thing to remind folks about as well. Council, any other reports on meetings or conferences attended? Okay. Mr. Brady, can you help us with the scheduling of future meetings, please?
Sure. Thank you, Mayor. And just a reminder, as we've been talking about Avicilla at Pioneer Park, we want everyone to come out, but there is an admission fee, and they also, there's a schedule for when you sign up so that they can kind of keep the flow of people going through it. So we encourage everyone, call the Mesa Arts Center box office. There you can get a ticket, and you can, a ticket for a particular day and time. So that's what we encourage everyone to do. Just a reminder, Council, Thursday we'll be meeting for our strategic planning session. It'll be at Benedictine University. It'll be the community room, which is there on the first floor. And we'll begin at 7:30 a.m. and we hope to conclude around 11 a.m.
Okay. So the regular Thursday morning meeting will not be televised. It'll be at an off-site location, but of course that's open to the public.
Right, yep, just down the street.
Thursday morning at 7:30 at Benedictine. All right, Council, if there's nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn this meeting? Thank you, Mr. Luna and Mr. Thompson. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.